Hey, good afternoon. Welcome back to Ken Shaving and BSing, home of your original Big Shave Best Champ in the OG, who is working to get this shit off before the Big Shaves West. So it's March, I believe, 28th. It's a Saturday. It's a month earlier than last year, basically. So hopefully it's a little cooler in Arizona. I'm back from the gym. I'm out of the shower. So as Nick Shave says, cleaned out, hydrated, ready to go. I was checking out Wet the Face Don Younger earlier. He reviewed the one blade core. And he did it with a week's shave, and I made a comment, and glad he read it. It's basically the one blade core is a daily driver. It's a lighter weight daily driver if you like the one blade itself. I do, but I can't go more than a couple days growth with it. You know, I did my recent return shave. I used the hybrid core handle Genesis head V2 basically, and I had about 4 days growth, and really beyond two. It's not quite the product you want to go with. Good shaver though. I mean, it does the job, but when you're 7 days growth in, definitely not one you want to go with. But I'm gonna break out an old favorite, the one I did for all my my blade tests. I have it loaded with my favorite blade. I'm gonna break out my wolf whiskers. Of course, the Tyrian handle, Iron Throne, Timberwolf knot 25 millimeter. And I realized I have a soap that was from our second big San Antonio meetup in October, second weekend. And it is Raspa from Noble Otter. And I picked it up and went, did I not use this? Well, there's a reason. I had a beard. I was growing a beard. So Raspa is based on Elysium by Roja Dove Parfums. And then he has a Parfum Cologne, and then he has the basically it's the Extrait de Parfum, and normally it runs you, I think it's, I want to say $295 and maybe $249 and $395, depending on if you get the Parfum Cologne in the 100 ml or if you get the Extrait de Parfum, which I believe is 50 ml bottle. And man, it smells great, but it's a bright citrusy. I mean, your sharper citruses, really well blended. Great for the summer. I mean, it's only going to be about 60 degrees today, but it's bright and sunny and clear. And I want to smell fresh and clean. Now, there's a great alternative. So going back, and some of you already know this, going back with Peter Charkalis in the shaving shop, he partnered originally with Mazran Raza. I can't remember. It's Masham, Mazran, I can't remember. But Dua Fragrances, right? So Dua usually makes you 30 mils. He's made a bunch of inspired creations or clones, as people will call it. He's got some original blends. Well, he's been putting out in the Middle East for a while. He's been delivering the Supernova Cologne, which is his take on Elysium, the cologne. And I was able to get this bottle it was $105 with the 30% off. So I got it in a few days ago, and I love this. It's pretty close to the actual stuff. I put it within that, I mean, I don't know to say 90, 95, but I would say it's well within the ballpark. It hangs well. I had it on I did 2 sprays. I could smell it on me or all coming off the collar of my shirt all day yesterday. And I'm going to wear it again. So with that, everything's live. We're going to break open the soap, matching aftershave splash. Forgo balm today. It's cool, but it's warm. It's a little humid because I'm just out of the shower again after the gym. I got to get this weight off, folks. I got to drop at least 30 by Big Shaves West. So here we go. I got my butcher box in, so my meat delivery is here, and it looks good. So I'll be doing kind of the keto-esque thing with probably try to stick to the intermittent fasting, kind of like I did last summer. Dropped 20 pounds in 2 months, laying off a lot of the booze. So we're going to cut back on some of the imbibement, which always helps. And make sure you get the exercise in. I signed up with a program that has this Apex workout where you do 5 movements, but you do 1 each, and then you do 2 each, and then you build up to 10 each, and then cycle back down. And I'm looking forward to getting my dumbbells in so I can do that. And those should be in tomorrow, so I'll start that tomorrow night or Monday morning. And it's time to get this fat face squared away. So let's get into the shave. Cap's basically warmed up. I'll just wet the face again. 2 days growth. Phoenix Shaving Cube Original, non-mentholated. Little slick over. Into the bristles. As pre-shaves go, biases aside, oils versus soaps in general, I'm beginning to lean towards pre-shave soaps, and you know I've been using this cube for ever and a day now. That I have a cube 2.0. I have the banana oil cube. I have the what it would now be known as the Son of Clown Fruit version of the cube, glow in the dark, and I have the tube 2.0, so for travel. Now, I've only used my Noble Otter. I have a previous one based on bond number 9. I believe it was Manhattan, or was it Texas? It was Texas. And so I've never really given it a fair shake to give it an evaluation of the soap's performance. I know a lot of you people like it out there. It is a Texas company. I believe he's out of Houston. But I really don't have an evaluation on it because I haven't given it enough to know. Well, this will be a good test. Couple days growth. Using my favorite one of my favorite razors. Well, what I consider my top rotation, my easy grab. They're within easy reach, and they're a great performer. And my favorite blade, the Gillette stainless. Oh, we'll pick out that razor in a second because I didn't say what it was, right? Right. I'll tell you, this feels good. I really missed this since September. Getting back in this routine. Sadly, the beard probably flattered my face better. You know. But that's okay. But I want to feel clean today. I want to enjoy my Saturday. I'm in a good mood. Like I said, been to the gym, so got the energy going. Got great sleep. Been getting great sleep for a number of months now, thank goodness. The razor today, the Rockwell 6S Plate 4. Gillette stainless blade. Let's get into the shave. You know, I figured out, the more I've given it thought over the last couple of years, and as you've been on, those that have been on the journey with me, and those who've got into wet shaving themselves, you may have the same opinion, I wouldn't be surprised, that minus the outliers who think they know everything and think the world revolves around them in terms of their opinions. The thing is, we all have opinions and we share our opinions, but we discuss them. The cool majority of us that just enjoy this, because we understand that this is an individual hobby, right? So certain blades work for you that others don't. Like my buddy John Gilmore, he likes silver blues. I've never been overly comfortable with silver blues, and if you watch some like if shaving with Jill, she comes on and she's coming. She goes, there you go about silver blues again. Well, you know, they're good blades, but I just haven't quite gotten along with them. In terms of, I mean, the shave was, the quality of the cut was good, but the level of skin irritation versus like the stainless or the platinum or something else was a little higher. But again, that's my tolerance, right? And I think most of us, that's partly why we like this opinion, well, that's why we like this hobby. Because it's individual, we dial it into us, and while we share what we found that we like, man, it may not work for everybody, but most of us, we don't get offended by that, right? By the way, a lot of you that are newer subscribers, the BSing part of this channel, if you do watch those of you that have come on in the last number of months, BSing used to be the BSing of any topic. And then I learned, first of all, some of you agree with me, some of you don't. And then I was boring some people, or I was angering people, or I was, possibly, because everyone's different, their levels of sensitivity, offending people. And that's never my intent, right? So now I'm just talking around shaving, or maybe certain events that are interesting to discuss, but now more of in the role of the moderator, or suggesting things about like opinions on shaving, I like this razor a lot. It's in my top rotation, but some of you may absolutely hate it, or hate this blade, or hate this soap, or because it didn't work for you, or where you're at, or whatever, and that's fine. Doesn't make it a bad product. I mean, there are some bad products out there that if you spend a couple more, well, not bad products, but they're underwhelming if you would have spent a couple dollars more. And I mean like 2, not 10. Once you start spending a lot, which like I have, you go down that rabbit hole. Now the only reason I haven't bought a lot lately is just because I have a beard, and plus I have plenty. Plus I inherited stuff from last 2 meetups over the years. For God's sakes, I've come back with more than I took. Like I sold some stuff. I think someone bought my Katie's Bubbles, the old formula soap, the older formula of the Terre de Verte. Oh, hang on. It's right here. I got the aftershave stuff. La Terre Verte. La Terre Verte, whatever. French. But I have the aftershave splash. So, in a way, I'm kind of missing that soap because it was a great performer. But, you know what? But I brought home, all of a sudden I got water lip distance because people brought stuff and then they left it for piff, and then I'm saddled with taking it home. So I haven't bought a lot because I've inherited stuff, for God's sakes. Oh, Jesus. Anyway. So Ken, how's the shave going? Shave's going well, actually. It's feeling really comfortable. This blade has 1 full shave and a few, and from the beard cleanup it has a little bit on it. And I think I did 1 pass. So this is really about the 5th pass, probably, if I added it up in the aggregate. So the goal right now, because I'm pushing 260 again, but that's some food weight. So probably empty. If I'm truly empty, like if I did a 7-day cleanse, I'm probably about 250, right? So I'm back to kind of a fat bastard. Oh, I even kind of. I'm back to a fat bastard. It's not. I'm not proud of it. After all that work I did 2 years ago. A little weeper. I'm a little rusty. Oh, a little there too. That's okay. They'll close. I probably lost a bit of my muscle memory and touch. Need a little more water in the mustache. Looks like let's add a little more. There we go. Yeah, let's be a 2-passer, maybe a... A 2-pass and buff, likely. So when I started this time last year, and we got to mid to late April when we had Big Shave West 3, which was my first Big Shave West, by the way, where you know who came from. I lost 53 pounds on a strict regimen. My goal was try to get about 30 down and get into maybe the 220s or maybe get down to 235. And I got down to 205. So I really kind of exceeded my major milestone. And so I'm using Big Shave West this year as my demarcator, as a strong arbitrary point on the map, or point on the calendar, I should say, excuse me, to identify, you know, when I can get there. So I believe when I went last year, I think, and I'm not sure, I weighed about let me see. So that would have been April 2018. So summer 2018. Yeah, so I was probably 230, 225, 230, and I wasn't real happy with that. And then I think by the time we had our meetup here in San Antonio, well, I worked myself down to 215, then I was probably about 240 at the meetup. So I just let myself go. It's pretty sad. I had a wedding in September, a friend's wedding in Florida. Got down to 239 or so, sorry. I have basically a humidifier going into my nose because of my CPAP, and now I get some real moist ones and I gotta clear up. Sorry, that's gross, but that's life, kids. Not a lot of feedback, which is good. I'm just more focusing on some of these little weepers. But anyway, yeah, so an optimal goal, if I can do 40, you know, but I was really regimented. If I can do 30 by Big Shave West, I can get down to 225. That's a good operating weight for me. Most people think that's pretty normal for my frame. And instead of being this big fat bastard I am at the moment, let's rinse the cold water rinse. Let's rinse the alum off. So minus where I got a little weepery, comfortable shave. Usually is with the Rockwell and this blade. It's a great pairing. It's a good baseline shave for me. The soap performed very well. The scent on it, which is the knock of a lot of people knock Noble Otter for this. It's definitely not the soap base. The soap base is fine. It's the fragrance oils. It's not as perfumed as one would like it. And that's, you know, we asked him to try to plus it up this time because Elysium itself is not a super strong fragrance. It's not like a Gourmand or a strong Fougere or something. And while aftershaves shouldn't actually have a hell of a lot of hang time, except for like PAAs, which is intended to be a cologne as well. So it's intended to be more of a daily wear fragrance type aftershave versus an initial, you know, feel good, the aromatics, and then disappears in an hour or so. Do a Supernova cologne. There we go. 2 spritzes, man. One in the back. There we go. And we are done. Comfortable shave. That weeper will close. My face is getting back used to being shaved, and it's a little softer, obviously. So yeah, the OG Champ is a fatter one version right now, but it'll be thinner by March, end of March. So that's the goal. Hopefully I'll see you there. I'll probably be booking pretty soon. If anyone's coming and wants to split a room with me and wants to stay on the premises, I'll be looking for probably someone to split that up. they're welcome too. Especially if you know me, you know we hang. And I don't snore anymore. I'll be bringing the CPAP, but you won't hear it. So anyway, ooh, that jiggle. Ooh, yuck. Ken's got to lose weight. Anyway, kids, thanks for continuing on the journey with me. It's always great to see you. Stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive. Cheers. Too sweet to all the good brothers and good sisters out there. Yes, I'm still watching my wrestling and enjoying that. And I always just say hi to my mate Chris in Australia. Prayers to Australia and their recovery from the fires. They lost a lot of property, wildlife, massive damages. It's just brutal. I'm not a big environmentalist or anything like that, but things like that are just horrific to see happen. And it's just, and I'm more of an animal lover than anything. To hear about all the deaths, even if it's just wildlife, man, something suffered, and that's not pleasant. And they don't know why. They just get engulfed in it, and it's heartbreaking. But with that, thanks for watching. Thanks for being on the journey. Love you all, and I will see you soon for the next shave. Take care. Bye.